Welcome to the 5-Minute Moment on RefereeLeadership.com. My name is Shane Kinner, and this is designed to build your confidence on the field as a referee and off the field as a leader. Have the confidence to react in grace. Have the confidence to react in grace. And in other words, don't let them see you sweat. When somebody is aggressive towards you, what they want you to feel, they want you to feel threatened. And when we feel threatened, our confidence goes away. And when our confidence goes away, guess what we do? We react like to like. We react with their aggression, with our aggression. Look, I'm an aggressive, intense person. This is my natural tendency. But you know what? When we discipline ourselves, when we figure out that reacting in grace makes them see that we're not willing to sweat when they are aggressive towards us, this is the best way to respond. Okay, so what is grace? We talked about this a little bit last week, but what is grace? It is abundant generosity inside their abundant need. Okay, so the laws of the game, they give you full authority to make whatever decision necessary to call this game and make sure this game is played by skill and tactics and fair play, not brute force. Okay, that's the authority given to you by the laws of the game. Generosity says you're not going to go on a power trip. We've all seen those referees, and many of us have been that referee, okay? Power trip says I'm going to be generous towards you in your great need, in your abundant need. The abundant need is professional and responsible behavior. Look, the reality is 95, 98, 99% of the people will respond, will behave responsibly and professionally. All right, an emotional outburst. Oh man, that's not irresponsible behavior, okay? But that irresponsible, that continuous, unprofessional behavior, this is what we respond in grace towards, okay? So, first of all, how do we respond in grace? First of all, that simple answer. We talked about this. I introduced this last week. Thank you. That's something I've been trying to do. Thank you. Thank you. Not sarcastically, not aggressively, but when somebody's starting to fuss at you and bring attention to something, thank you. That's a handball. Thank you. Right? They're pushing. Thank you. Go to Chick-fil-A and they're known for their my pleasure, right? What if we were the referees known for thank you, right? What happens is we want to respond, right? We want to respond. And instead of responding aggressively, if we respond simply and gracefully, that satisfies that inner desire to respond, right? It also puts a spotlight on their behavior without you calling out their behavior. Eventually, if that continues, people will be turning their heads towards them. They will begin to recognize that they're not going to see you sweat. You're just going to keep going and you're going to act in grace. And they cannot chink and chisel away at your confidence. They will not find the chink in your armor. All right. Secondly, eye contact. This is huge. Young referees, if you can get this, I mean, this is huge. I see this all the time in referees. You call a foul, you look down. You come to a big decision, you look down. What does that tell everybody else around you? They've got your confidence in their hands. No, eye contact. Eye contact says, I'm going to engage with you, and yet I'm not going to allow you to steamroll me. That's what eye contact does. So if you can have eye contact as a referee and as a young referee with adults, this is huge to not letting them see you sweat. It is a graceful move. You do not have to say a single word. Eye contact is huge. If those first two don't work and it continues to escalate, remember, respond in firmness, respond in firmness and respectfulness. Utilize the laws and considerations. Coach, they went in shoulder to shoulder. Nobody used inappropriate force. Or, coach, your player used an inappropriate force when they went in shoulder to shoulder. Yes, he did get the ball, but he went through the opponent in order to get the ball. Coach, your player jumped up and deliberately played the ball with their head, so there is no offside offense. Utilize the laws and considerations. Explain it to them once. And if they want to keep going, if they want to escalate, utilize discipline in order to achieve grace. Discipline and grace are not mutually exclusive. Remember, grace, you're wanting to give them what they're lacking. Responsible behavior. Perhaps discipline, official warning, yellow card, red card is what is needed in order to achieve that responsible and professional behavior for you. And don't forget that next referee that has that coach, that player, that fan. Aggressors are not going to go away. Do not buy into the lie that we can get all aggressors to act nice. Not going to happen. However, you do not have to participate in their aggression. Just because they're aggressive doesn't mean you get to be, nor do you want to be. Remember, we have all the authority, but we're going to be generous with that authority. We're going to act in grace. Right? Simple answers, simple responses, eye contact, and respond in firmness and respectfulness. Right? This is how we respond to aggressors, so that we respond in grace and we refuse to participate in their aggression.